Second job. I'm on my backup account. And I'm on my old phone. I really don't know what I'm doing all like that. Tap the screen, share the live. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope everybody enjoying their Saturday night. I certainly am. Sorry for the background looking a little ashy tonight. The fact is, prayer doesn't do shit. I don't know what it is. Tap the screen, share the live on my backup account right now. My main account is shut down for a few days. But we here. Everybody. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Let's go into their account. What's up, Daniel? Tap the screen. Share the live. Invite some people. I got my main. Nobody's not saying anything. What's up, Subliminal Messenger? What's up, 31? What's up, Lisa? Her doesn't do shit. What's up, Josie? Tap the screen, share the live. I just wish I could just back the camera up a little bit. Like I'm far as fuck from the camera, but like I'm closest to a good evening, not too cold. Hopefully What y'all got going on for tonight? What you over there playing that goddamn guitar, Chris?
Sorry, what's that?
I said, what you over there playing your guitar?
Yeah, I've actually been working on a couple pieces.
Let me restart real quick. Get this restriction.
Believe.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, mute you. But we've become unconvinced because some of us were 10 toes down, read the book, had expectations of the God, had expectations of the people, saw the contrary taking place, got further knowledge in physics, science. Hold on a second. Mythic, I don't know what you're doing. I'm just going to put you down in the comments until you come back because it's always sus to me when people hop on a panel and immediately go teacup. Like, if you're busy, just come back later. But yeah, like, I deconstructed because I was literally filling in the gaps of my knowledge. Different social and scientific phenomenon that I was not aware of or had no knowledge of. Once I became aware, then the God shrank. The more, and that's just a natural occurrence overall. A lot of religions and mythologies were born out of our ignorance, out of our wanting to explain to. I'm just going to mute you just because of the background. Lord, why does it make me do that? because we want to know how things work. Where does lightning come from? Oh, that must be a lightning god. Where does the sun come from? That must be a sun god. Why do we unalive? There must be a god of death. But as our education grew and we became more knowledgeable of how these things work, then the role of the gods grew smaller and smaller, right? And that's essentially what happened to me. God's role in my understanding of how the world worked grew smaller and smaller as I read the Bible and I saw how inconsistent it was with reality and how the solar system, at the very least, came to be. And it was inconsistent with how
Back. Tap the screen. Fact is, prayer doesn't do shit. All you doing is just talking to yourself. I don't care what form you do. I don't care if you put your head bent over. I don't care if you're asking for somebody. I don't care for money. I don't care if you're giving thanks. I don't care what it is that you do. It's not meditation. It's not a relationship. You're wasting your goddamn time. It doesn't do shit. Nothing at all. Especially if you're a Muslim, right? They spend at least about 10% of their goddamn life praying. Probably more than that. If you take sleeping out of it. If you take sleeping out of the equation and you only count the time when you're awake, it's a huge percentage of their life that they are literally praying. No matter how long it is that they live. They ass always bent over praying, wasting their time talking to their motherfucking self. Oh, thank you, Allah. Thank you, Allah. Muhammad be blessed upon him. Thank you, Allah. For nothing, for some shit that you did. That don't even make sense. I'll be damned if I tell somebody else thank you for some, right, kissing carpet, right, with their ass in the air. You know what would happen if somebody fart? That man, all them motherfuckers that I dab, man, I'd be mad as fuck. That's why you never. Once I really realized that's what they be doing, one day something just came to my mind. I'm like, where the women be at? How come you never see no women bent over? I think I'd like to watch that. Then they told me it's because people think like me. I'm like, oh, take the fun out of every goddamn thing. But then they be having belly dancers and shit. Mm. Tap the screen, share it live. It's my little weak ass back. I ain't been on it in a while. One of them anyway. Probably my favorite backup. I say that. On the yeah, last night for nothing, for nothing at all. There's always some bullshit. Just like a few minutes ago when you just was here, I just got a restriction. Bullying and harassing. How am I bullying and harassing anyone if people saying shit to me? Just because I'm responding back to them, it's my fault. Fuck out of here. What's up, Kenny Network? Tap the screen. Let's get it up to 10K likes, at least five. Something. Let me invite some people. The phone I'm fucking recording from now is with the old TikTok. That's why I got the little glare around me. I don't even know how to take that off. What's up, Vinny? What's up, Mr. Joe 08? Prayer doesn't do shit. You're just talking to yourself. What's up, AJ? What's up, Pretty Cat? Thank you for the heartbeats. Thank y'all for. I see them like. I'm tapping like a motherfucker too. Thank you for the go pop. Had to restart because the haters. They're getting younger and younger. I mean, kindergarten. Like, nigger, 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 nigger. Mm-hmm. Little baby life providers. Little bundles of H. Music loud as a motherfucker. Feel good. I'm going dancing tonight, y'all. Oh, that's what's up. I ain't doing shit. I'm talking shit. I might cut on the TV. Yeah. That's what's up, though. I'm glad you get out. I ain't man, for neither one of y'all. Cold my ass. There you go. Pause. Jesus is his own father, right? And I ain't gonna lie, 24. That's a tight nippy. I mean, it's a lot colder than that here, but 24. That's cold. It's about 8, 9, or 10 here, something like that. Soldier, please. If he's all powerful, he don't need no soldiers. Exactly, Maverick. There is no God. Yeah, I'm just hating, Pretty Cat. That's all. I admit it. I'm hating. Ain't shit to do. It's too fucking cold up here. Like it might be.
That on here, I appreciate it. So, but you do understand the difference, right, between the color blue and the wavelength, right? You understand that there are colorblind people, right?
One's a conceptual thing and one's an actual thing, and the conceptual is descriptive of the actual.
Again,
What's the issue?
anything that exists is an actual thing.
Blue is not an actual thing.
Blue is not an actual thing, so you don't experience blue?
I do experience the things that are blue. I don't experience blueness.
Right, so you experience the things that are colored by blueness, right?
Colored is just the wrong term.
No, it's the right term because synesthesia patients, for example, might see it as a different color. And by the way, how do you know that my red
it'd be the
isn't
same
your,
wavelength.
hold on. How do you know that my red isn't your purple or your blue?
Because we could test it and it'd be the same wavelength.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. How do you know that my mind isn't representing the same wavelength as a different color? So like if I grew up, right, and every time I saw blue, but you saw red, or let's say my parents saw red, right, and they pointed at a, let's say, fire truck, and they go, oh, red. I'm going to assign the color blue as red because everything they ever see as red, I see as blue, and there would be no way to know that I know any
I
different.
understand this dilemma, but it's a pretty easily solvable one. What you're seeing as like blue, or what you describe as blueness, just isn't blue. You guys both agree that what you're seeing is red. You can both represent the same wavelength of what you're seeing, and the red, the definition of what red is the wavelength. There is literally no problem.
Yeah, but the color itself, that is the problem, though.
It
Because that's not the same
that would be,
color.
like completely irrelevant to any topic of discussion.
No, it's not. It's not completely
there's no
irrelevant.
formal issue.
It's not completely irrelevant at all. Because what I'm showing you here is that there are some definitions, right? If you're going to say that every definition of a word, right, circular, okay, fine. You're wrong because you're wrong. Your position is wrong. Your position is just wrong. And I don't need to provide any clarity or anything because everything's circular.
You know the definition of vicious circularity versus merely circularity.
Right. So do you understand the difference between do you understand the difference? Yes. Do you understand the difference between a circular definition of a word and a non-circular definition?
All definitions are circular because all words have definitions.
Wow. So you don't understand the difference between a non-circular definition and a circular definition? Is that what you're telling me?
Okay, you could give me a non-circular definition if you could give me words that don't have a definition. Go ahead.
So a non-circular definition, right, is a word that does not use a synonym to describe. So it does not use the word itself in its definition. So if I said the word snarf, for example, if I said the word snarf and you said, what's a snarf? And I said a snarf is a snarf, that is a circular definition, right?
That would be a viciously circular definition, not
correct.
A circular definition.
Correct. It would be
so a circular definition. All it has to not be entirely self-referential. So again, the only
but not the normal ones. I mean, okay. All of y'all. You probably one of them E52 ass motherfuckers. I be hating to hear back up Because I'm at work. Okay. My original account I lost over a year ago. So was dating Reggie. That's eventually that for to it ain't right to have a gathering without somebody. I don't like to sit there and tell myself about my own problems. Because I already know these things. I know that shit. How y'all in a relationship with somebody? Well, that's why you gotta have faith. It's something you never seen. Just doesn't move. Fuck you that. Relationship consists of. You pay your metro cell phone bill. I mean, I'm just saying anything at this point, clearly, right? But I'm just trying to make this make sense to me. Because I don't know how you in a relationship with something you ain't never know.
Thank you. In your daily life.